Okay guys, so we're back. If this is the first time, we are going to read a chapter every single day until we're dead. Why? Because you got to build yourself and you got to feed the mind with awesomeness of personal development so you can be the best person you want to be. Right now we're reading the Fred Factor. If this is the first time you're meeting me on the Fred Factor, there's only one video you've missed, and that was the 4 by John C. Maxwell. So please check out that video in our video links so you can see the 4 that's done by John C. Maxwell. Now, I am on the first chapter of the Fred Factor. Now, this literally took me 5 minutes to read because it's only 3 pages, or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so literally it's, well, I mean, depending if you call these, it's either you can call this 3 or 6 pages. Either way, this shouldn't even take you more than a few minutes to read this. So chapter 1 of the Fred what's this called? The Fred Factor is called The First Fred. And this book basically is telling us about a postal mail carrier by the name of Fred. And the author, Mr. Mark Sanborn, he bought a house over in area Denver called Washington Park. So he's in Denver, a place called Washington Park, and he's a public speaker if you don't know who Mark Sanborn is. And he says on this page right here that he speaks anywhere between 160 to 200 days out of the year. Full-time speaker, so he does his thing. He's not in town a lot, so when he moved into this new area in Denver, he met his mail carrier, Fred. Fred is like the most awesomest mail carrier guy in the world. He makes sure your mail's not destroyed. He makes sure, you know, those viral videos you see of people that work for like FedEx or UPS, and they literally are throwing your mail over the gate and stuff like that. Well, Fred is like the greatest guy ever. He wants to know your schedule to make sure that if you're not in town, he doesn't want to leave your mail in the box, because that's when burglars find out, oh, your mail's piling up. That means they're not at home. That means we can burglarize your home. He goes out of his way to make sure that you feel safe. He goes out of his way to make sure you have your mail. He goes out of his way to make sure the customer service is second to none. So check out what he's done. And then it's cool because Mark Sanborn, as he goes on tour, he talks about this guy named Fred, and Fred has inspired all these people to change their life, and it's just awesome. So guys, check this out. Either call this 3 pages or 6 pages. Regardless, it's going to take you no more than 5-10 minutes to read this first chapter with me, guys. And yeah, check it out. Comments below. I'm curious to what you guys thought of chapter 1, The First Fred.